ku lunaku olusonse mu wiiki ey'okubiri ey'okukima empapula zino z'abo abeegwanyiza okwesimba okufuba bwa pulezidenti, akakiiko k'ebyokulonda kakamala okuwaayo empapula ku bibiina by'obufuzi 8 ebyagala okuteekako ababikwatira bendera okwesimbawo bwa pulezidenti. Ate abantu bonna abaakakima empapula bali 177. Ku abo 8 bakimye zino empapula ku lw'ebibiina by'obufuzi. Era nga bwe mumanyi katutambulira ku mutindo oba mulembe gw'ebibiina by'obufuzi ebingi okuva bannayuganda bwe baagenda mu referendum mu mwaka 2005 ne bakyusa engeri ki eggwanga gye lifugibwamu ne liva ku mulembe ogwa movement ne ligenda ku mulembe gw'ebibiina eby'obufuzi ebingi oba multi-party politics. Abo bonna abamaze okukima empapula baddembe, era akakiiko k'ebyokulonda kawadde omukisa okutaaga eggwanga okufuna emikono egyetaagisa mu tteeka bw'oba ng'oyagala okwesimbawo ku bwa pulezidenti. Emikono egyo giri 10, at least 10 okuva mu districts 98 okwetooloola eggwanga, gy'emikono 98. Era akakiiko kasaba ab'ebyokwerinda mu districts zonna bwe balaba abantu bano nga baleese empapula ezo nga banoonya emikono, banoonya abawagira, babawe omukisa okunoonya abo bwe baagala, kuba kye bakola kiri mu mateeka, ssemateeka ekigiriza, era bwe babawo ekyetaago kyonna kye basobola okubayambamu bakibaweereze bafune emikono egyetaagisa mu kawuufuba eno.
Yeah, they are doing that.
A very good morning. How are you? Yes, well done here.
Yeah.
We have a big and we are excited to be here.
You put the name for the aspiring candidate, not your names.
That's okay, right?
I might end up busy.
Today is 18th.
Exactly. What is our time in?
It's 11:30 when it's okay.
Same down.
Whose number is that? Yes.
Okay.
wakula entalo naye simanyi oba onoogisobola wakula nekyokusobola
Let's start doing it and we receive our
Musa todo ne mana speed ya ikiliwa na yeye ngira kulimuka ngira sinani komboza no protest photography itugamujiri protest photography
That's only for the forms, for the signatures, not the so forms. Even the nomination form should come.
Does it have to be something?
Siamo
October. So these are
to pick the nomination forms for our president, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. And we are here to declare that the protest vote starts now. Colleagues, let's look for the votes. Let's vote in big numbers on that day, and let's protect vigilantly our votes. I know the process will end here, but it begins down in our communities. So let's every community be vigilant in protecting and guarding the votes. This time it's business not as usual. Thank you so very much. We await you as we move the process together. Thanks. Kamushaba Jacqueline Jole, the Deputy President in charge of Western Uganda for National Unity Platform.
People power. The 18th of August, the year of our Lord 2025. We are here very successfully having picked the forms for our president, His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, the National Unity Platform Party president, the one leading, blazing, the enigma that has set the protest vote. Amaduki from Bo, Barua West Nile, woro. Amaduki from Bo, Amira, Amanga, Amavile voted the Tambara, Amakinga, Kyagulanyi Obinini Pei, Amadu from Dabo, Amadu from Dabo, Akotibo Vini, Akotibo. One, Duchu, Dutua, elderly, the whole of Uganda. And we are going to demystify the lie, the continuous lie that NUP is only in Uganda. No. Elegu, I'm speaking to you people. Karamoja, Teso, Lango, Acholi, the whole of northern region and beyond, and the women. Here we are with the forms, and we have begun this trail of reclaiming our dignity, humanity, identity, and the Uganda that we want, the new Uganda. Thank you so much. Let's join this trail. We have put the first step. There was once a man who invented the locomotive and was telling the woman, his wife, that this thing is going to move. The wife was saying, sometimes we doubt a lot. That this thing can't move. He says, no, it will move. So when it started, she said, will this stop? So it is now time for us to prove that this thing has started. It is a locomotive It is the umbrella that is our sign, our symbol, and we're in it together. That's why today, as women of Northern Region, having endorsed our president, we are here in person. Award 4, Apoyo. Wachakoba, Yoleng. Apoyo Matea.
Here today, as we embark on this protest vote, that is our strategy. And as we told you people when we unveiled our president's portrait the other day, our campaign slogan is "A New Uganda Now." A New Uganda Now is what we are going to be preaching to the whole country. We are glad that this morning we picked forms for our president, Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, who is definitely the man who we have trusted as the people of Uganda to usher us into a new Uganda, which we'll be talking about. And we call upon the people of Uganda to join this cause. The last time you joined us massively, they rigged, they did all sorts of things, but we have come with new energy to continue this struggle and push it forward. This process has started, and you can see all of us are here excited to go on the front line to collect signatures, to go out there and campaign, and to ensure that our president ultimately gets the victory that the people of Uganda will have given him. But you know that it is a challenging journey. You remember the last time we picked forms like we have now, and a few days later, after going through a lot of work to fill them, the military and police raided our headquarters and stole those forms, stole money and all sorts of things. We hope they are not planning to do the same thing now. But we also want to tell them that regardless of what they do, like Mama said, we are a locomotive on the move. And so nothing is going to stop us, nothing is going to derail us. The last time they did it, they took away our forms, and people were able to come in very, very quickly and give us new signatures, and were able to nominate our candidate. And of course, they have been doing all sorts of things, as you can see. But we are telling them that we are watching and we shall be following. But so
is that we have always been disrupted by the security services and all associated groups. We want to assure the people of Uganda that we are prepared and that no disruption will delay us or stop us. That the people of Uganda have two options: surrender or fight to victory. And for us of NUP, we have chosen to fight to victory. And we encourage those that do not have the morale to gather all the morale and courage. Like my colleagues have mentioned, the train has set off, and it will only stop when we have taken power and we are in seat to transform the lives of the people of Uganda.
Asking when is the National Unity Platform going to come and collect these forms for our presidential candidate. We are here today to do exactly that. My colleagues have said almost everything we really had to say. However, we want to appeal to, and very strongly appeal to security outfits out there. Police, the military, UPDF, and all those different outfits. We know you might have a candidate of your liking, but give the people of Uganda a chance to determine who they want to lead them. An election is a process. It does not happen on just the election date itself. No, it's an entire process, and this is part of the process. We are going out there to collect signatures. Our hope is that our people who are going to be collecting signatures will not be disrupted out there. When campaigns do kick off, we hope that these security fellows, who sometimes become overzealous, will keep their calm, to let everybody go out there and campaign and speak to the people, so that the people ultimately get to decide who they want to lead them. We hope there will be no killings, no abductions, no arrest and brutalizing of people simply because of a campaign. People have always said, are we committing to a peaceful election? That's what we did even the other time. Unfortunately, brutality was meted upon us. We hope that will not happen again. We are happy that the Electoral Commission has received us nicely here. Our hope is that there will be neutral arbiters, that there will be neutral referees, like a referee gets to be in a game. We know that some things, might be above the Electoral Commission. For example, when the military and so on mete out violence upon us. Our hope is that the referee will blow a whistle and say, you have tackled your opponent badly. Our hope is that the Electoral Commission will not keep quiet, even when they are not the ones who command the military and so on. But as a referee, when you see your players being tackled badly, being beaten up and so on, you blow the whistle and say, hey, that's a bad tackle, this is wrong. That's what we expect of these neutral arbiters that we have subjected ourselves to. Otherwise, our hope is that the people of Uganda will participate in this process and come out to vote like never before in large numbers. When you stay at home and don't vote, you have actually voted in a way. Abantu we have done. I think we just the other side. How are you?
Good. The names for the aspiring candidate.
The party, not the candidate.
The party is supposed to be here.
The name for the party.
Write the name of the president.
The party might change. Yes.
The districts, the origin.
The rest all just come, but there is one party. Our party, the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party has been part of the processes of Uganda's democratization since the inception of Uganda. The Democratic Party led Uganda to the pre-federal government under the Right Honorable Elector Chiwanu Kakajimu Mugumba. And of course, the Democratic Party is the only party that has handed over power peacefully. Since then, we have participated in the processes for democratization of Uganda because we believe the only way to have a peaceful Uganda is to have a proper democratization of our nation. Our party went through the National Delegate Conference and eventually endorsed the candidate of the Honorable Robert Mao. In DP, the presidential flag bearer automatically is the party president. The moment you are voted as a party president, you automatically endorsed as a presidential flag bearer, which we did. And so we are here in my role as a Secretary General, as the lead of government business of our party. And the person that is supposed to endorse the candidature of the party president as a DP flag bearer in the honor of Robert Mao, we are here and we have picked forms. We know this is a process we have done, not once, not twice, so we know what is required. It has been my cry always that political parties that are registered and that feed their returns to the Electoral Commission wouldn't ideally go through the process of picking, going to check and find over 95 districts of Uganda, because it is presumed that we already have the numbers. We are registered in a multi-party dispensation of a proper system that functions in a multi-party. Parties that are endorsed as parties don't go through that process because they have already done it. Actually, we just put our returns here in June, you know.
My name is Kasos Jacob. I'm 25 years old. I'm not employed, I'm unemployed. I'm purposely here to pick the nomination forms for the post of presidential nomination forms, and I want to contest for that post. The reason why I'm out here is that I want to show other people that we can create the government we want, the way we want, because it is so hurting. You go to school, you take care of yourself, but at the end of the day they tell you you don't have a job. I recently graduated from Metropolitan International University, that is Namungona, and I did BBA majoring in accounts. But wherever I've been going to ask for the jobs, they've been telling me that they need experience of 2 years, 3 years. Now my question has been always, where should I get the experience from? I'm from the campus. I've not been doing anything. I've been just schooling, and then you're asking for the experience. Therefore, I'm purposely here so that I can change the course of the perspectives. One, we need to come up with a talent-based curriculum where learners are given content in accordance with their talents, not child-based. Because the question should be, what do children consume?
not how do they consume. So you find someone who's academically talented. We have people who have different talents in sports. So why don't you come up with that curriculum that is talent-based? Furthermore, we cannot come here then you say that we need to give you 20M for the presidential whatever. Of course, I heard one of the members, that is Honorable Bobi talking about that. But he should know that this is Uganda and we have our right to contest as long as we are above 18 years old. Thank you.
So at the close of the first day of the second week of picking nomination forms and supporter forms and guidelines for those who are aspiring to be candidates for the position of President of Uganda, the Electoral Commission has so far given out forms to 8 political parties. 8 political parties out of the 27 political parties that are on the register of the Electoral Commission. 8 have so far picked nomination forms, expressing interest to field a candidate for the position of president. The total number, including those who are coming as independents, as we speak, are 177. And out of these, 8 have picked forms for political parties. We want to say that this exercise is continuing. It continues and it will end on the 24th of September 2025. All those who have picked forms, as we've said, have been flagged off to go to collect signatures of at least 100 supporters from 2/3 of the districts of Uganda, which makes it 98 districts and makes it a minimum of 9,800 supporters from across the country. That is the first level of sieving for those that will go to the next stage of approaching the nomination table on the 23rd and 24th of September 2025. All those who have picked these forms have been told to return the lists of supporters 2 weeks before nominations, so that the commission can verify each of these supporters to make sure that, number one, they are registered voters and that they're on the voters register. Number two, that they have not offered their signatures of support to any other candidate, because the law is very clear that a supporter for a presidential aspirant must be to one aspirant. You cannot give your support to more than one aspirant. And then once they have gone through that process, then they would, pay the nomination fee, the non-refundable fee of 20 million shillings, and they will have filled the nomination forms, and they also present their evidence of academic qualification of a minimum of A level, and then the commission will review all these, and then at the end, the country will be able to know who is on the ballot paper. For now, we ask all authorities across the country in the districts that when these people come in your districts with the purpose of seeking to get supporters, please allow them, don't stop them, support them, because what they are doing is accepted under the law. So the commission is informing all these people who are picking nomination forms and supporter forms that they are required to return them to the commission 2 weeks before nominations. 2 weeks before nominations. The people are at liberty to collect these signatures and complete them as soon as they can. But the time and the period that has been designated by the Electoral Commission for receiving these signatures is 2 weeks before nominations. Those who wish to bring them earlier, we ask them to hold on until 2 weeks before nominations, because the commission has organized its program in such a way that everything has a time when it should be done. Tusaba abo bonna tutye empapula kuva wano kakiiko k'ebyokulonda beeyise mu mateeka, beeyise mu mirembe, bagoberere endagiriro y'akakiiko k'ebyokulonda kebawadde ne guidelines zebawadde. Tubategeeza nti okuggyayo empapula tekikufuula candidate. Okujjayo empapula kiraga tolina ekyetaago, oli aspirant naye tonafuuka candidate. So amateeka balina okugagoberera kuba tewali ali waggulu w'amateeka. So tebalowooza nti okujjayo empapula kati tebakyagoberera amateeka ga traffic, tebakyagoberera amateeka agafuga ebibuga oba ebyalo. Gonna tubagaberere, tweyise mu mirembe, kawufuba eno ey'okufuna emikono n'okwetegeka nominations etambule mu mirembe. Oba n'ekirala tutegeeza bannayuganda nti nominations zino si zokka ze ziriko, n'abo abeggwanyiza ebyobulamu mu parliament nabo bakimya empapula zaabwe naye bazijja ku mutimbagano gw'akakiiko k'ebyokulonda. Abaagala okwesimbawo ku bwa chairpersons ssentebe eya districts ne cities nabo badembe okujja forms zino ku mutima gw'akakiiko k'ebyokulonda. Abaagala okwesimbawo ku bwa kansela bo abo basabibwa oba baddembe okugenda ku ofisi z'akakiiko k'ebyokulonda mu districts ezo ze babeeramu, bafuneyo empapula bagende nabo batuukirize byetaagisa mu kwetegeka okusunsulwamu ku mitendera gyonna gye baagala okwesimbawo. Akakiiko kabuulidde awo bonna abaagala okwesimbawo abakimya empapula nti okuzikomyawo balina okuzikomyawo 2 weeks before nominations oba weeks 2 nga nomination tezinatuuka. Nomination zigenda kubeerawo ennaku z'omwezi 23 n'24 omwezi ogw'omwenda. So balina okuzikomyawo 2 weeks before, si kuzikomyawo olunaku lwa nkya. Buli engeri akakiiko k'ebyokulonda kategeseemu puroguramu eno, buli kimu kirina okukolebwa mu budde bwakyo. Obudde butulimu kati bwa kunoonya mikono. 2 weeks before nominations tujja kubeerawo n'okukima okureceiving ezo empapula n'ezo support forms n'abo abawagizi wano kakiiko k'ebyokulonda. N'olwekyo bw'omaliriza linda ojje mu biseera ebyo akakiiko k'ebyokulonda bye kategese okukima okuleeta ezo empapula.
My name is Moses Byamugisha, one of the presidential contenders for these 2026 general elections. Today I came here to return my nomination forms. I already picked them over 8 days ago. We went with my campaign team, we gathered the signatures, and today we have returned them. We have been told, however, that we should bring them 14 days to nomination day, which will be in September. In other words, we've been told we have come too early. We decided to bring them too early because we wanted these things to get out of our hands. You know, they are also like minerals. Keeping them is not easy. So when we gathered them, we aimed at submitting them so that we can also concentrate on other things. We have got the responsibility to pay 20 million shillings. So the team wanted to submit this so that we can concentrate on getting the 20 millions. And we also deposit it in the bank and we are good to go. In this election, I'm going to be running as an independent. Much as many people associate me with key political figures in this country and some political parties, but I'll be running as an independent. I thank you. It's been expensive to collect signatures. The least you can spend in the district is at least 100,000. And that is when it is your friend who is gathering signatures. Otherwise, it's very expensive to have someone run around the district.
You collected them in for how many days?
8 days.
How many districts are these?
We are supposed to bring 100 districts. We have brought, and each district should be having 100 signatures. We have brought 10 more signatures in every district.
Meaning you have brought 110?
Yes, thank you.
In every district?